Welcome to Face the State. I'm Ariana Bennett. Thank you for being with us. Well, the state of Nevada can expect to see a lot of changes in this election year, from new elected officials to ballot measures on some very important issues. But one body in particular stands to gain or lose a lot in this election. I'm talking about Washoe County School District, with openings on its Board of Trustees and a ballot question that could very well determine the direction the district goes in managing its huge student population. In this episode, we'll hear from the district about the overcrowding issue and other factors that definitely will affect your kids. Now, School District Superintendent Traci Davis is here with me to start us off. Traci, thank you so much for coming on the show.
Thank you for having me.
I do appreciate your time. Okay, well, just to start off, we're in an election year. There are, I think, 4 spots open that are up for re-election on the board. It could change it a lot. How do you feel about that?
For me, the work stays the same, and I believe that if we get new members of the board and we know that board has changed, we still have a pathway and a direction and a strategic plan to follow. And so part of that is us educating anyone that's new about our mission to get every child by name and face to graduation. So I know for some superintendents it becomes a scary thing, but for me it's still going to be about the work for the kids, and hopefully any of those individuals who are running for office understands that we're in the business of kids and we have 64,000 plus kids to take care of.
It's a lot of kids.
It's a lot of kids and growing, right?
Absolutely. So if you could, what would you say would be the ideal candidate to get on a board and be, really productive and helpful?
For me, especially coming from the classroom and working my way up, it's just that they really learn about the work we do for students. The political aspects of it, that's for the individual. When you join the board, really to learn how the district operates and come with fresh eyes. And our goal is to be in a system of continuous improvement and bring fresh ideas in which we continually improve ourselves as a district.
All right. Has that been happening? Has it been pretty smooth business since everything got
I
settled?
think so. I think when you think of what's going on, you see that Trustee Ruggiero got $13 million, helped to get $13 million from the Stacey Mathewson Foundation, and that's part of the work we've been doing for the Safe and Healthy Schools Commission, and as part of the work we're doing with social emotional learning. And just think about all the work that the trustees are doing. We're really moving to, the past is the past, and we have to move forward, not only as a district, but as a community.
Yeah, and I think that's exactly what the public's going to want to hear. It's skipping ahead a little bit, but I did want to talk about that $13 million that you announced it at the State of Education address this year. Really exciting. Tell us what the money's going to be for.
So really, Stacey Mathewson has a foundation, and she does Doors to Recovery, and we're looking at building a national model. When we talk about the work we do for kids, and we know that kids have, we've done a great job academically, but we have to close gaps. Our kids are much larger than a test score, and typically we're judged by test scores, but what we know is that we have academic gaps that we have continually closed, but now we're looking at those other gaps around social emotional learning. And we know that kids, based on some of our surveys, misuse substance, there's mental health issues. We talk about all the realms for social emotional learning. How can we close some of these gaps to get kids to be successful? And so we are working right now with Stacey Mathewson and her foundation to build a program that eventually will be a national model. And how do we help kids and parents? And really it involves the community when we struggle with some of the things that we don't like to talk about. We really didn't talk about suicide or mental illness, but when kids are identifying that, what kind of supports can we provide so they can be successful? And so it's a plethora of intervention and prevention for our children, and we are excited about the opportunity. We will be happy to come back